Well, greetings, computer application students. This is Mr. Doucette, Eric Doucette. I will be your instructor here at Cerritos College for the next 8 weeks, fall 2025, for BA132, Computer Applications for Managers. I'd like to welcome you to the class. And this is just a short video to show you kind of how to navigate and just to explain a few things about the class that you would need to know. Most importantly, how to log into the class, things like that. So I'll be showing you that here in just a minute. But just to introduce myself, again, my name is Eric Doucette. I've been teaching at Cerritos College since 2019. I actually was hired full-time here at the BCOT department back in 2019, but then I left in 2020. I went to Norco College, and I live in the Inland Empire, so it just made sense to be closer to home. But I really enjoyed my time at Cerritos and made some good relationships and friendships, and I enjoy the privilege of continuing to teach courses there, both in the business department and in the BCOT department. So glad to have you in my class, and I'm excited to be instructing you on this semester of work. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing here and share our class, or actually I'm going to start sharing the website. So here you should be seeing the website now. Let me close this. All right, so here we are on the Cerritos College website. I'm just going to show you how to log into the class if this is your first time, because you'll be getting this video in an email. So if you just come up here to the top of the Cerritos College website, which by the way is cerritos.edu, select quick links and then select Canvas. That's where our class is hosted. Canvas is our learning management software. And it's going to ask you to log in. Now, mine's already all set up and pre-populated, but if you notice up there, it says students. If you're logging in for the first time, you're going to use your email address as well as your birth date, the first 2 days of the month, the first 2 days of the day, and then the 4 digits of the year. That's going to be your login information. Mine's already all pre-programmed. I have the two-factor as well set up, so that comes up automatically. And now it's going to be opening my Canvas dashboard. And this is where all your classes will be hosted if they're online or have any kind of online component. So here we are. Our class is Computer Applications for Managers. There's actually two sections of this I'm teaching, and the other one I'm not quite set up on the online for, but 90592 and 90597, they're exactly the same. So this video is going out to both of you, both those classes. Once you come into Canvas, though, the dashboard, go ahead and select our course, and that's going to bring you to our course homepage. And you should be able to navigate everything quite easily from this homepage, but you have obviously all the class information. You have Zoom Pro if you need to meet with me in Zoom. You have the simple syllabus, so if you want to view the simple syllabus, you can click that. It'll open up another thing, and you can view the syllabus online. There's also the modules, which are the same thing as these four circles here. The difference is this brings you to the top of the modules page. These will bring you to the exact modules we're working on based on the dates. And then there's also the grades here, so you could select that to get your most current grade. But as far as the table goes in the middle, the four blue circles are the four modules. So this class is broken into four modules. They're 2 weeks each, and they typically deal with, either Microsoft Word in module one, I think it's Excel in module two, or etc., and PowerPoint in module four. Anyway, you'll see the first one's actually introductory. Module one, module two begins with Microsoft Word. Module three, Microsoft Excel, and then module four, PowerPoint, and your final project. So that you can get to them anytime. We'll go to that in a minute. Once we get through the rest of the table, we'll actually look at one of the modules. On the bottom row, you have a start button, so that's where you want to go to get started, and that's where we'll go in just a minute. Next to that is another syllabus button. This is the actual paper syllabus, so if you want to view and download the one I emailed you. It's the latest version right here. So you can click that, you can view it, or you can download it. Next to that is my communication plan. So what's the best way to get a hold of me and I can get a hold of you? And there's the links in there in that page to help you get a hold of me. I don't have office hours at Cerritos, but I do have a bookings link, so you can set up an appointment with me and we can meet in Zoom, or you can just text me. That's fine too. All that information is in my communication plan. And then next to that is a help and open forum. So here you can ask, oh, well, first off, it gives you contact information for the help desk as well as for Canvas. It also gives you my contact information, but it also has a forum at the bottom. So if you click reply, you can actually ask questions and you can view other students' comments and questions, and you can dialogue with one another and dialogue with me. And so take advantage of that. open forum. There's no credit involved. It's just to kind of get questions answered, etc. Of course, if your question is urgent, then text me or email me. But if it can wait or you're just curious, you can add a question there and other students can answer it or you can answer other people's questions, etc. So that's how you can navigate the class. Anytime that you're lost, you can just click home right here. If for some reason you're using a tablet or a phone, it'll change around a little bit. You won't have that menu on the left. Oops, let me go back. You won't have the menu on the left, but you will have a little, if you can see at the top here, a little arrow down, and that opens the same menu that you're missing. So on a tablet or phone, that's probably what it'll look like. But anytime you're lost, just click home, and we're going to go ahead and just get started to begin with. So here's a little welcome from me. There's a bio about myself if you want to read a little bit more. This is a 100% online class. Here's how you can navigate the class. I just showed that to you, but here's an example of that. Make sure as you get started that you read the syllabus thoroughly, that you watch the welcome video, which you're doing now, that you complete the check-in assignment. You have to do this on day one to stay in the class. So do it right away, get it done ASAP. And then once you've done that, you can start in module one and start working your way through the modules. The modules will basically open up folder after folder as you click next. I'll show you that in a minute. And then you can just continue to work your way through the assignments. Here's a schedule below of every week what we'll be looking at. So here's week one, here's week two, here's week three, etc. And the module numbers to the left. So if you just want a quick look at what's coming up, there it is. So that's pretty much it for the welcome. I think I don't have this one set up to click to advance. So just go ahead and go back to the home screen then once you've read through all that, and let's just launch into module number one. And in module number one, there is, by the way, some student resources at the very top. And then here is your first day of class mandatory check-in. If you would click the link on the other page, it would have brought you right here. And then you could have clicked next and started right into your study. So here is the study plan. Each study plan is made up of folders that you can kind of work your way through. And you're going to be working through it. So basically, it starts with a readiness exam, and then it'll just step you through additional things to study and to prepare for as you work your way through the modules. Unfortunately, this one doesn't allow you to go next, so you need to go back to modules and pick up in your discussion assignment. So this would be your first assignment for this week. And then here, once you do the assignment, you can click next and move your way right through all of the assignments, what you need to do. And so it should be pretty simple. I don't know why those study pages don't allow you to go to the next page. And maybe they do once you open them up, but I was struggling with that as I put the class together. But that's all you're going to do. So each week, you're just going to work through one module and 1 week's worth of work in the module. It has the due date here, so just work through all of these assignments. When you complete them, it'll automatically add them to your grade book. There's also some slide decks to read. You might want to read those before you do the work. I don't know why they had them at the bottom, but you might want to check those out first. And then work your way through each week's worth of work. Now, this week's a few less assignments. Next week's you got 2 study plans to work out, cloud computing and internet research. And then the following week you start on Microsoft Word. And so make sure you read the study plan part and then do the assignments after. So that's pretty much it. There is no exams in this class. It's just the end of the course. You do a capstone presentation, which is only worth 20 points. So you just pretty much do the same kind of thing every week. You have a quiz, you have a discussion or an assignment or both, and then you have a slide deck to view. And then the very end, you're going to be doing a assignment, a final assignment, a final PowerPoint presentation. So that's pretty much it as an introduction to the course. I will be doing a video every week, kind of going over some of the content you learned, as well as just kind of reminding you what assignments that you should be working on that week. So this week you're in week one, module one. So do everything that's in that module, and you will be on track. So all right, well, have a great start to the week, a great start to the session. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Look at the communication plan here for the best way to do that. And I will get back to you pretty quick. I'm pretty fast at getting back to students. So, and also on the grading, I will grade your work. I'll try and grade it as you're doing it, but sometimes I have a couple of day delay, but I will get it all done by the early part of the following week if you get it all in on time. So, all right, well, have a great session, everyone. see you on video, or you'll see me on video next week.